Hi, I'm Sandhya Lalu, and I'm a fashion designer. I've studied at the University of Johannesburg in Johannesburg, and I'm studying towards a master's in fashion. My theory being I'm a bit bored with emulating design. So I've taken inspiration from Japanese designers, and my voice is cracking right now because I'm a bit nervous, but Issey Miyake and Dai Fujiwara and Rei Kawakubo, and just trying to redefine myself as a designer. So for the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds, we will be diving into the depths of creation, inspiration, innovation, and execution. I want to take you on a journey through the minds of the creative masters to give you a glimpse of how their minds worked. They looked where everyone else was looking, but they saw something different. Vasily Kandinsky, one of the first artists to consciously reject images in art, to do something different. Art was a spiritual experience for him. So should clothes be to the creator and the wearer. So what do you see? Dali, surrealist, surrealism, something unreal. The word alone gives you the feeling of let's explore. Salvador Dali did not create what he saw in life. He painted what he dreamt. He painted what he hallucinated. He painted in a state of imaginative excitement. He did things differently. So what did you see? This is what I see. A glimmer of hope in the white, eternity, emotion, energy in colors, unstructured, uncertainty, like time's melting away. Let's begin to dream. Vincent van Gogh did not paint the sky as he saw it. He saw the stars bursting in luminous, vibrant colors. The execution of the brush strokes are done with such vigor and passion that the painting encompasses you. Scream, sinister as this work is, it inspires me. It makes me want to scream and break free from emulating designs, to start looking at things differently, to try and push the boundaries and the borders of boxes. We have seen the translation of design from nature to a head of hair with eggs in it, to architecture, to product design, to food, to clothing. So again, we look where everyone else is looking and seeing something different. This is an image of a collection by young, talented Chinese designer Ma Kei. The collection is called Wu Yong, which translates useless. Her clothes celebrate form over function and beauty before practicality. She does things differently. Some have described Ma Kei's work as anti-fashion because she rejects fast fashion trends. It's more of a spiritual experience. Her sculptural clothes and people wearing them appear to bring the landscape to life in a dramatic and expressive way. So, how do we draw inspiration from everywhere around us? My biggest source of inspiration at the moment are Japanese designers Issey Miyake, Dai Fujiwara, and Rei Kawakubo, inspired by the way they conceptualize design. So clouds, leaves, water, fruit, crumpled paper. Rei Kawakubo, founder of Comme des Garçons, she studied fine art and literature. She had no fashion background. She conveys her ideas verbally to pattern makers and specializes in anti-fashion and deconstruction. Clearly, her approach is different. She allows her pattern makers to explore the endless possibilities. Not the easiest task, I must admit. I've become too used to thinking in a box and around a box. I feel like a hamster on a wheel in a box. So the process begins. A simple piece of crumpled paper gives rise to new design form. A ripple in the water provides so much inspiration for creation. The flow of the water, the effect it creates on material, the form of the ripple. So now we see what everyone else is seeing, but seeing it in creating design and clothing. So smacked and smudged with some creativity, I created my ripple jacket. See, the emphasis is on the rippling front. using a firm satin fabric to show the ripple of the water more clearly. Issey Miyake spearheaded the Japanese fashion design revolution in the 70s, and he personifies creative dynamism, experimenting with new methods of pleating which would allow both flexibility of movement for the wearer as well as creating a garment with Dai Fujiwara from a piece of cloth, APOC. They see things differently, so they create things differently. A banana leaf or dress, it's a banana leaf. So another source of inspiration. Think, think, think. Dream, hallucinate, and see it differently. I happened to stumble across a piece of fabric, and it impacted my thoughts. And then it hit me with the backhand. Leaf, fabric, APOC. I cut a few holes, added a few buttons, bias binding, bands, pleats, and lifts, and came up with a design. The concept is simple, the design intricate. And so slowly the wheels have started churning, looking where everyone else is looking and trying to find something different. Dance is about expression, movement, and freedom. It's like an untold story that speaks volumes. There is no stiffness. Light itself provides inspiration in colors and in form and flow. The light would do, what would light do to pleats and creases? The use of the two-tone fabrics in light also gives new dimension and perspective to design. So, it's back to the basics. Look where everyone else is looking and trying to find something different. And that's it. I want to say catch my Ram show at the expo, and you can see some of my clothes, commercial clothes. It's called Sin. It's been a mind-blowing experience, and I feel like a creative balloon that's about to explode. And thank you so much to Dai Fujiwara and Mr. Cooney for adding value and insight into my studies. Thank you.